Hello, welcome to another English Sparkling with Tweedy video. This has become a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Obsessive, hasn't it? I really wanted to review every single wine in this mixed case of 6 from Langham. This is the Blanc de Blanc now, and it's a non-vintage, but it is predominantly 2020. It's 90% from the 2020 vintage and 10% from reserve wines, which are presumably earlier. It was bottled in 2021. And once again, very low dosage, 1 gram a litre, so it's in the extra brut category. What does it say? Disgorged September 2024. So it's had about, 3 years of lees aging. I'm going to try to be quick for once. I always say this, but my dinner is ready. I just wanted to have a glass with it, but it seemed a shame to not do the full set of 6. Nice pale gold colour, as you would hope for a Chardonnay. I think it's 100%, it must be 100% Chardonnay. Before any swirling, I think that's a sort of appley nose. Slightly candied apple, actually. It's really interesting, this whole range of Langham wines, all very low dosage, some of them 0 dosage, practically no sugar added. And yet they all have, on the nose at least, these interesting little sweet edges. So there I'm getting something like candied apple, but that's then spilling over into a sort of sherbety-like aroma. On the kind of sourer side of sherbet. I know you can't smell sourness. Well, you sort of can, can't you? You can smell things that you then associate with sour flavours. Yeah, apple and sherbet. It's sherbet in the British English sense, which is that powder, that acidic sweet powder, sugary sweet and sour sort of powder, not sherbet to mean sorbet, the frozen dessert, as it's used in American English. And that's quite nice. Let's give that a little bit of a swirl. It's quite a refined nose. I know something about sherbet kid sweets, sherbet dib dab. None of that sounds particularly refined, but I think it actually is. Nice, elegant sort of appley aroma. Elegant, but also candied somehow. Yeah, with a bit of a swirl. I would say that's going slightly fresher. Perhaps the sweetness is falling away on the nose. The allusion to sweetness. Allusion to sweetness? Okay. Shut up. Get on with it. Nice and tart on the palate. Nice and zingy. I'm still thinking of sherbet. I'm thinking of the explosion of sherbet from a sherbet lemon. Without the sweetness, perhaps a drier version of that. A little bit of a hint of kind of bitter lemon there as well. This is all very much classic Chardonnay fruit expression. Apples, lemons, really nice zing there. Definitely zingier than the more Pinot dominant wines from Langham were. And you would expect to notice it more with Chardonnay. It's going to exhibit citric and or malic acid a bit more, I think, than a Pinot based wine would. Lovely and dry, mineral, pretty fruity but very dry. Nice mouthfeel to that. Yep, definitely on the zingier side. I think I'm going to keep this short. Apples and lemons, zingy, fresh, bright, sherbety, minerally, pretty nice. I think still, I overall prefer the Pinot dominant wines from Langham rather than these Chardonnay wines, but that is a very classic, very smart, very elegant expression of an English sparkling Chardonnay, I think. I'm going to go and have my dinner. Involves Greek salad, so on some level this feels like a good, appropriate wine with that lemony sharpness, perhaps. Cheers.